So I thought I'd talk to you about this basically. Basically, I have a new crush. If any of you have watched my channel before, you'll know that my last crush was an absolute mean fire. It just didn't work out, and I regrouped, worked on myself, and didn't really concentrate on boys. Just thought I'd get that out there. So I've only dated British men my whole life, and I feel that I need a change. And what happened is I wasn't really looking for anything. I was just doing my own thing. This person literally kept popping up on my feed, and I'm not sure why. Their name kept popping up. And what usually happens with YouTube, for me personally, how the algorithm works. If someone is watching my videos and they're like a content creator or something, and they're physically watching my videos, I tend to get recommended their videos. It's really strange, and I only notice it because I'm like a small YouTuber. So this person's name kept literally popping up on my feed. I was like, and I'm into signs and crystals, and I'm a bit like, woo. Okay, this must be a sign. This person's name keeps popping up. I think they might potentially be watching me. And I didn't really know about this person because I don't really follow American culture at all. Don't really know anything about it. And the name kept popping up. So then I started to watch some content with them in. And then I was like, oh, damn, this guy's actually really hot. Oh, God, we're in trouble here. It's going to be another crush situation that's going to go absolutely tits up. I just thought he seemed like a really nice guy, really intelligent, really sweet, but he's obviously in America. So I was like, okay, this person's in America. Fine. It's just a crush. It's fine. Just ignore it. And then one day I was thinking, I haven't really got a lot to do today. What should I do? And I went down a little rabbit hole. I thought, well, let's just see if this person's single. So first thing I usually do, if I like someone, I go straight to the gram and I see if there is like a woman on their Instagram, like straight away, first point of call. And you can usually see if someone has a girlfriend, they're usually tagged. And this person doesn't have a girlfriend on their feed at all. And I was like, okay, this person is either single or really private. And I'm literally not going to know which one it is. He could have a secret girlfriend. And obviously, if you're in the public eye, you don't really want to show your relationships to people because then people just gossip about it, etc. So I wasn't really sure if this person was single or not. I was like, okay, it's just a crush. Just ignore it. You're just having a crush because there's no one on Tinder that you like. This is why you're having a crush. I think crushes are actually quite good for you because crushes show that your heart is opened again and you're susceptible to new love and new feelings. So I just didn't really think much of it and thought it's literally just a crush, it's fine. Probably has a girlfriend, we'll just leave it. The old thing of like, do you message a crush, etc. I was like, okay, this person's gonna get a lot of attention because they're in like the YouTube sphere. They're gonna get so much attention. I'm not going to reach out to this person. But then one day I thought, I'm just going to Google this person. I'm just going to Google, don't just wait for it. Wait, people. I'm just going to Google their star sign. And I know, you, if you're a man, you do not understand what star signs mean to girls. It's something that cannot be explained. It's something that just females are just obsessed with star signs and we don't even know why. It's as if we have to know someone's star sign. I wasn't stalking them, I promise, but I just Googled their star sign to see if we were compatible. And then when I Googled their star sign, oh my God, we have the same birthday. I kid you not, we actually have the same birthday. We're born in different years. He's slightly older than me, but we have the same fucking birthday. And I'm like, do not even do that to me because you know what's going to happen if you send me a sign like that. You know I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and start planning, the winter wedding. You can't do that to me. Why am I drawn to them? We have the exact same birthday. That is more than just coincidence. Trying not to think about it and just think, it's fine, it's a coincidence. you're born on the same day. You're not soulmates. It's not as if you were born in like the same hospital. And then the next day, this film came on Netflix where people were born on the same day. And I was like, don't, just stop giving me signs, universe, stop giving me signs. And then I just started watching more content of this person. I was like, oh, this person's really nice. What am I going to do? I actually think this person's really nice, just in a hot way. Really nice as in this person has such a good heart. And then Google absolutely fucked me over because I literally just Googled this person's star sign because I wanted to know if we were both fire signs. And I obviously, if I met someone and they were a different star sign, I'm obviously not psychotic. I would obviously date someone that had any star sign. I'm not so much into astrology that I'm like fucking insane. But I just wanted to know their star sign, just out of curiosity. And then Google fucked me over and it just put a list of all their previous partners down the left-hand side. Why would you do that to me, Google? That is just gonna make me have so many insecurities just looking down a list of his previous partners. And they were all stunning. Like, there wasn't even one minger. There wasn't one person that I could literally project onto and be like, oh, she's ugly, I have a shot. All of his ex-partners were beautiful. That's just my luck. That's just my luck. Then I just went into this rabbit hole of honestly self-loathing. And I did this thing that all women will do at some point where you just literally look at yourself in the mirror with no clothes on and you think, I haven't got a shot. And then I thought to myself, why are you still in this loop that you've had since you were a teenager? And it's a loop that probably every female has, that on some level their body isn't good enough for a man. I know I make funny videos like, you know, men pick with a dick and that. You know, there is some truth to it. So it's hard for women because we don't want to put out, I don't want to put out body positivity content, which I know isn't true. And I know that if you're obese, a man isn't going to want you. Like, I know that. At the same time, I thought, look, you know, you're aging. You're not going to have the same boobs that you had when you were 20 years old. You have to accept that you're aging, your body's not the same, you're going to look different as you age. Not all men are the same. There are some men out there that actually like a woman's personality and how they are. It's like not all men are just so physically driven on how you look. And then I had to think to myself, look, if you ever met this person and he didn't like you, he's kind of in the same space, the same, almost like the same spirituality space, I would say. Thinking if this person likes you, he will like you for you. He won't only like you because of what your body looks like. And yeah, I'd think that nobody's best angle is going to be full frontal in front of the mirror. That's nobody's best angle. And you just have to stop this loop in your head that you're not good enough. You have to think you are literally the GOAT of YouTube. And I've got to the place now where it's like, I know I'm the GOAT. I know that in maybe like 5 years, I'll be like the best at this on YouTube. I know it's only time. I know it's going to happen. I just have an inner knowing it will take off, which I didn't have before. And that only came from literally putting in the work and seeing the results. I don't really look at what the competition's doing. I just focus on my videos and I don't watch anyone else's doing, but I see like the odd video come up of the competition and I just think, yeah, what I'm doing is fresh. What you're doing is old. It's just recycled crap. A lot of people are just, honestly, just recycling old ideas, recycling Neville Goddard, recycling Law of Attraction. People are just recycling ideas. I would be naive to think that my work is original. Obviously, all my work, my art or whatever, is influenced by what I read, by what I consume, by what I see. So nothing is original, but I just look at what I'm doing and I just think, once I get subscribers, it's just gonna fly. So that's how I got out of it. Once I looked at myself in the mirror, I just thought, I'm not basing my whole identity on that. I'm not basing my whole identity on what I look like in a mirror naked. I'm basing my identity on what I've achieved and where I'm going. And I know you shouldn't place your whole identity on that, but that's just how I feel inside. And you have to be like that. If you do not think that you are the GOAT of what you do, no one else will believe it. That's why my channel didn't take off before, because there was part of me that was blocking the success. There was part of me that was thinking, I'm not good enough. I don't want to blow up. I'm scared if I blow up. If I blow up, people will be mean to me on the internet. But now I just think, well, they're mean to me anyway, so I might as well just blow up and make money. I had to get rid of that block, basically. And I had to get rid of another block I had for losing weight, which I didn't really think about until I was watching a video about how blocks that you have can stop you achieving. And I didn't realise that in my weight loss journey, I had this specific block. And this specific block was, if I lose weight, I will get saggy breasts. And that would go around in my head. I would think, if I lose weight, that's going to happen. I'm going to have to get a breast reduction. And that was definitely a block for me. I was like, yep, that's why I've never been able to lose weight. So I had to get rid of that block and think, no, you'll be fine. If you lose weight gradually, you'll be fine. You're only going to get saggy boobs if you do Ozempic. That is the main reason I can't do Ozempic. First reason is I enjoy food too much, and food is emotional. Food is like, if you celebrate, you eat food. If you're down, you eat food. So if you took that away from me, I don't know what I would do. I really don't know what I'd do if you took being able to eat food away from me. So that's why I don't do it. But secondly, I knew if I did Ozempic, I would get really saggy boobs, and that's the main reason I don't want to do Ozempic. And also a third reason. The third reason, actually there's four. Third is I can't afford it, and you can't get it on the NHS anyway unless you're diabetic. It's different to the US. It's all obviously on NHS. So you can't get it unless you are actually diabetic. And the fourth reason is that if I wanted to be a speaker, I wouldn't be able to stand on stage as a speaker, a motivational speaker, that knew that the only reason I lost weight was for Ozempic. I would be an absolute fraud. That's the main reason I don't do Ozempic. I knew if I couldn't control that, then I wouldn't be able to speak with authority on growth mindset, achieving goals, because I would know that I'd taken the easy way out. And that's absolutely not judging anyone that takes the easy way out. I think if you want to do Ozempic, go and do it, that's fine. But for me personally, I couldn't do it because I just feel like a fraud. So I had to get rid of those blocks. I had to get rid of those blocks that I felt of, losing weight, I'd get saggy boobs, etc. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna breastfeed anyway, and boobs sag. It's absolutely natural and it's fine. But when I was looking in this mirror, all these self-loathing messages came back of not being good enough, not having a body that was hot enough for this person, which is just absolutely insane. It's so tough for women, because what can you do? Because we know that men pick on looks, so there is some truth to it. But at the same time, you can't go around hating your body, because every time you're with a new partner and then you have to take your clothes off in front of them, and you're at that moment, you're like, oh shit, I've got to get naked in front of someone. They're thinking the exact same thing. They're thinking, oh my God, I've got to get naked in front of someone. Oh my God, I have to make her orgasm. If she doesn't orgasm, I'll never see her again. So men have that going around their head. And then we have that, oh my God, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. So this just brought up something inside me that I wasn't really conscious about, and it was just comparing myself against exes and other people. And it brought that up inside me, and that's why I had to almost take that feeling away and outside of my physical body, and just think of all the things I had accomplished outside of my body that wasn't related to how I physically looked. And also, this person is not like the only person in the world for me. To get that out of my head as well, to think there are other men in the world. It's just a crush, not to be hung up on signs, etc. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And in terms of DMing men, I feel like I've made videos about that before. I personally feel that I need more of a social media presence, which sounds like before I can go up to people and be like, hey, etc. I haven't really got that social cachet yet, is that the word? But I haven't got that yet. And I feel once I have that, then I'll be more like, hey, do you want to see my channel? Look at what I'm doing, look at what I'm doing work-wise. But for me, it's still that block mentally, which is silly really, but it's how the world works. We work on the blue tick culture. I still have that, oh, I just need a few more subscribers, and then I'll be more confident in approaching people, being like, hey, are you interested in my work? See what I'm doing. I don't feel confident enough yet to approach people. Who knows? I don't know. It's like, I think they're watching me, but my friend has this saying, will it stand up in a court of law? And at the moment, it won't stand up in a court of law. It's just a hunch. It's just a hunch that someone's heard of me. I think in general, a lot of people have heard of me. I think within the space I'm working at, people have seen me, they've seen my work, they know what I'm doing. They're just not approaching me and saying hi. And maybe that's just me being really naive, and these people are obviously high functioning individuals and they don't have time to just be chatting to random people online. And I can't tell you who it is. I would love to tell you who it is, but because he's probably not going to see it, but I would love to tell you who it is, but I physically can't in case he has a girlfriend. I don't think that's fair to put that out there online. And also, if you type in my birthday, you find out straight away who it is. It just comes up straight away. I was like, no. So I can't even be cryptic about it, but how weird is that? Let me know in the comments if there are any spiritual people out there. Do you think it's weird that we share the same birthday? For me, I'm like, don't make up signs. Don't think that you're soulmates because you're born on the same day. It's a coincidence, okay?